Stop 33 of the Sunoco Cup Series comes back to Charlotte for the Bank of America 500. How about your top three in qualifying on the grid? All qualified at 187.565 miles an hour, and on the pole will be our winner at the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, Chris Dollarton. He'll have the number one spot, and on the outside will be Haley Summerfield, our pole sitter at Atlanta. Row number 2 will be our winner at Riverside, the last of the 187.565 mile per hour qualifiers. Aaron Reed in number 3, and Kathy Cantara in the Folgers 25 Chevrolet. Row 3 will be Michael Dawson, the winner at Richmond, the first Richmond event, and Josh Osborne. Row 4 will be John Dawson, the Talladega winner, and Colin Cropley. Dylan Potee and Jake Cole, the pole sitter, the first Darlington event, will make row number 5. Johnny Gardner and Connor Breton will make row number 6. Stephanie Naylor and Chantel Ibarra, our points leader, will make row number 7. John Acosta and Daniel Schwab will make row number 8. Skylin Carlson, the pole winner at California, and Paige Johnson will make row number 9. Joel Qualls and John Douglas, row 10. Eric Matthews, the winner at the Coca-Cola 600 here earlier this season, and Tim Walsh will make row number 11. Vanessa Franzen and Jackie Qualls, the two-time winner, will make row number 12, and Trey Campbell and James Qualls will make row number 13.
Drivers, start your engines!
Row 14 will be Alexander Dawson and Ray Castor. Alexander trying to get back into the points lead. He lost that spot at our last event. Ryan Acosta and Dylan Hughes, the winner of the Winston here, will make row number 15. Tim Fiegel, two-time winner, and Alex Filter will make row 16. Alyssa Kondo and Sasha Dawson, our Martinsville winner, will make row 17. Liam Campbell and Ryan Cooper, both our New Hampshire ×2 winner, will make row 18. Jay Gianorin, our pole sitter at both Talladega races, and Zach Carlson, the Darlington Mountain Dew Southern 500 pole sitter, make row 19. Megan Yee, the Indy winner, and Austin Hughes will make row 20. And Keon Shaw, the winner at Talladega, Aaron's 499, and our pole sitter here at the Coca-Cola 600, Jamie Banks, and our winner at Atlanta, will tail end the field. So he goes from being on the pole to now being the trailer of things. 34 laps around the 1.5 mile, famed Charlotte Motor Speedway. 33rd event of the Sunoco Cup Series. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Who is going to be the last one standing for the championship? As Chris Dollarton and Haley Summerfield. Haley is last in the points. Ironically, your 41st and 42nd in the points are in the first two rows. Haley Summerfield's last in the points. Aaron Reed is actually, I do believe, 41st. Maybe 40th, 39th. And we are green. Chris Dollarton leads. There comes Michael Dawson. Coming in. Still some battling going on here. Aaron Reed gonna try to take the number 1 spot away from Chris Dollarton. He's got it. There's Dylan Potee getting into the top 5 of things. Good solid showing early on for the number 7 Hooters Ford, who has just had a haphazard year as well. John Dawson, our winner at the second Talladega race, has got the lead back from Aaron Reed. Here comes Dylan Potee. Johnny Gardner, who's third in the points, now starting to make a move, followed by Stephanie Naylor, who has been consistent but just has early on in races, but has never been able to seal the deal with a victory. John Acosta, the winner of the Grab Some Buds 500 night races, now in the mix too. And how about Joel Qualls, who is another driver who's had a haphazard season? He's starting to make a move. Oh, they look like they touched a little bit there, but Dylan Poteet. Now drop it back. It looks like we're getting really, really congested over here. Here we go. John Acosta. Joel Qualls. And we've got ourselves literally a brick wall with Aaron Reed, Kathy Kantara, and the cast of thousands. Wow. I don't know who you were better off being, but now the leader is John Dawson. But let's go back to what we saw. I know it had to do with John Acosta. That started with John Acosta and Joel Qualls. That started it all. And it started to get really, really congested down there. Eric Matthews, our winner of the Coca-Cola 600, involved as well. He got up against the wall. Acosta got a brush. Got put in the wall by Joel Qualls. Got into Eric Matthews. And Eric Matthews slides up the track as well as, Qualls slides up the track. John Acosta hits 84. Vanessa Franzen goes into Michael Dawson. Our pole sitter Chris Dollarton is in it. And they were banging it up down there. Now with all of that, it got really, really congested over here. It got ridiculously congested. And the wall closed up fairly fast. Aaron Reed, everybody tried to navigate in, tried to blend in, and Aaron Reed was pinned behind Chris Dollarton. Haley Summerfield gets in it. Kathy Kantara literally forcing Aaron Reed onto his head. Colin Cropley. There was literally nowhere for anybody to go. There's Zach Carlson, Dylan Hughes. Damage galore. It was literally a brick wall. There was no room for anybody. Aaron Reed got back up on his side and still kept on going. I don't know how that is possible. But nonetheless, let's go back to where we stand. Points. Where we stand so far. John Dawson leads. Stephanie Naylor is second. Johnny Gardner's third. Dylan Poteet's fourth. Eric Matthews, through all of that, goes in fifth. John Douglas, Trey Campbell, Alexander Dawson, Colin Cropley, Chantel Ibarra rounding at their top 10. Then Jake Cole, Connor Breton, Alyssa Kondo, Daniel Schwab, James Qualls, Alex Filter, Keon Shaw, Megan Yee, Austin Hughes, Sasha Dawson, Ryan Cooper, Zach Carlson, Michael Dawson, John Acosta, Josh Osborne, Chris Dollarton, Vanessa Franzen, Joel Qualls, Jamie Banks, Ryan Acosta, Haley Summerfield, and Aaron Reed. How is Aaron Reed still active in this race? That's what boggles my mind. He went up on his roof, and he's still going. Kathy Kantara's out. Paige Johnson, Tim Walsh, Tim Fiegel, Liam Campbell, J.G. Norton, Jackie Qualls, Dylan Hughes, Ray Castor, and Skyland Carlson, all of which are out of this race. So we are down to only 32 cars from 42, so we lost 10 cars in one fell swoop. Now, I do believe we'll be back to green flag racing. It'll be lap number 9 of 34 coming by. For John Dawson, our winner at Talladega. Back to green flag racing. Stephanie Naylor, another non-winner. Dylan Poteet, another non-winner here in the mix. anybody's race. Let's see what happens. We still got a long way to go too, so about 25 laps, to say the least. And how about going immediately into the mix of things? Going for the 7th spot is Alexander Dawson. He's looking to try to get points again. And up front, we got some great battling going on. Stephanie Naylor's going to try to take the #1 spot from John Dawson with the help of Johnny Gardner, who's number 3 in the points. Johnny Gardner now going for 2nd. Going for #1 now. Here's Eric Matthews, the winner of the Coca-Cola 600. He's smelling sweep right now. We came so close seeing it in the Busch Series, but it was not to be. And now we got a great 3 abreast racing. Stephanie Naylor, high side. Johnny Gardner. And here comes Eric Matthews. John Douglas and Johnny Gardner and Chantel Ibarra. How about up here in the top 8, 4 drivers all battling for points. Actually in the top 5. And some of them are in the top 5 right now. Like Chantel Ibarra is your points leader. Alexander Dawson 2nd. Johnny Gardner's in the 3rd of the points. Eric Matthews right there in the top 5 as well. But Eric Matthews leads. Trying to get those lap points. And here comes John Douglas. With the help of Alexander Dawson. John Douglas will get the #1 spot now. Alexander Dawson right there. How about getting a little tight there? Stephanie Naylor with Johnny Gardner. Looked like we got a little bit of a tight squeeze there with the number 33 of Trey Campbell getting involved too. Having one of his better showings recently. But the lead now battling it out. 3 wide coming. Here comes your points leader, Chantel Ibarra. Battling it out with the guy who she took the points from, the points lead from, Alexander Dawson. And now, while Alexander got that lap, Chantel's taking the lead now. Stephanie Naylor still in the hunt of things. Eric Matthews too. The field's starting to tighten up a little bit. You see a lot of the other drivers starting to come together. You saw Sasha Dawson, Austin Hughes. Here comes Stephanie Naylor taking the #1 spot away. Up, not really. Let's see if they get to the line. It's going to be Stephanie Naylor taking a lap from Chantel Ibarra, so she will not get that lap point. But Eric Matthews is going to really help matters. Battle for 3rd going, battle for 4th going on now. Trey Campbell. John Douglas takes it. Now Trey Campbell and Alexander Dawson battle it out for 5th. And here comes John Douglas. But we got one going up high. It's the number, whoops, we almost got, now it's starting to get congested over here. And Trey Campbell has spun in the grass. And we're still green, but, and ironically saving it, and we're still green technically. Man. Trey Campbell got back on this racing surface fine, so we're still green flag racing. That was a close call. We got 19 laps to go. Stephanie Naylor leads. Eric Matthews is 2nd, and then you have the number 79 of Chantel Ibarra, winner of our last event at Kansas, who's trying to get more points under her belt. So now the field has actually got a little mishmashed up. 5th is now Daniel Schwab. Then it's Alexander Dawson, John Gardner, Megan Yee, Keon Shaw has gotten in the mix, and Alyssa Kondo is now there, followed by Jake Cole and Dylan Poteet. But Dylan's going to go into the 11th spot. Stephanie Naylor still leads. Chantel Ibarra is now 2nd. Daniel Schwab now drops into 4th. Eric Matthews dropping back. Here comes Johnny Gardner. Battling going on here. Alexander Dawson and Keon Shaw battling for 9th. As here comes John Douglas trying to pose a challenge to Chantel Ibarra. Lap traffic is Ryan Cooper, who may be an ace in the hole and is actually helping as Chantel Ibarra is pinned. Same with Daniel Schwab, as that'll help Megan Yee, that'll help Keon Shaw, that'll help Dylan Poteet, that'll help also Alyssa Kondo and Sasha Dawson. Everybody behind Chantel Ibarra is basically trapped with Ryan Cooper, our 3-time winner, and we're yellow may have to do with Jamie Banks. It looks to me Jamie Banks may have something to do with it. Let's see, because it looks like it may have to do with Jamie Banks. I saw the smoke, so... Or does it? Chantel Ibarra. We were talking about getting pinned behind Ryan Cooper. She got a little bit frisky there. Saw Jake Cole on the inside. Jake Cole gave her a little bit of a touch, going into Ryan Cooper. Slams the wall, gets into Daniel Schwab. And Daniel Schwab spun her right in front of Alexander Dawson. Tough break for our points leader points leader Chantel Ibarra, taking a hit there, courtesy of Daniel Schwab and Ryan Cooper and Jake Cole. So that was not what the points leader wanted, and that's obviously what was the reason for the yellow. Like almost Trey Campbell almost made a touch with her, but it wasn't to be. So Stephanie Naylor will still lead this race. John Douglas is still second. Then Eric Matthews, Megan Yee, Keon Shaw, your top five. Then Alyssa Kondo, Dylan Poteet, matching his car number right now in 7th. Sasha Dawson, Jake Cole, and Johnny Gardner rounding at the top 10. Then Alex Filter, Alexander Dawson, Zach Carlson, Austin Hughes, Daniel Schwab, James Qualls, John Dawson, Michael Dawson, John Acosta, Connor Breton. Then Colin Cropley and Chantel Ibarra, Trey Campbell, Josh Osborne, Chris Dollarton, Vanessa Franzen, Joel Qualls, Haley Summerfield, Aaron Reed, Ryan Acosta, Jamie Banks, and then Ryan Cooper, who is a lap down. And then, of course, there's Kathy Kentara, Paige Johnson, Tim Walsh, Tim Fiegel, Liam Campbell, J.G. Norton, Jackie Qualls, Dylan Hughes, Ray Castor, and Skylin Carlson, rounding out the field, who are all DNFs. So, that's where we stand thus far. It'll probably be lap number 23, guesstimating, that we'll be back to Green Flag Racing. Yep, it'll be lap number 23. It'll be at about 11 laps to go. Probably more so 12. Ryan Cooper, who is not in the lead lap, will go to the inside of Stephanie Naylor. We're back to Green Flag Racing. Stephanie Naylor setting the tone. As Ryan Cooper drops back. John Douglas right there. Already, here comes to the inside of Keon Shaw is Alyssa Kondo, followed by Dylan Poteet. But we got a battle for second going on. Here comes Eric Matthews again, trying to challenge John Douglas. Not yet. There's Dylan Poteet trying to move up in the field. He's having a very good car today. And Eric Matthews will take the number 2 spot from John Douglas. But here comes Megan Yee. 2-time winner. Dylan Poteet now in the top 5. Dylan Poteet. Right now, Stephanie Naylor trying to get that first win for her run here. She's came so close so many times. She's long overdue. Dylan Poteet's going to go for the 3rd spot, and we're yellow yet again. So the race back to line is going to make a difference for who could get the breathing room of sorts. And it will be Megan Yee will be second. Dylan Poteet will get the 3rd spot. But we still got James Qualls was involved in that one apparently. So we'll be back to yellow, but yes, James Qualls. Uh-oh. Here's where it all came about. I think it's us, Daniel Schwab getting involved there too, so let's see what happened. James Qualls was right there. Not a good second half of the season for the number 26 Quaker State Buick, who came off after being the first to win twice in the season, has really stagnated. Ryan Cooper, there's that lap traffic playing a factor, pinning Johnny Gardner. There, you see John Acosta, Alex Filter in front. And it got into a squish. Costa puts him into Daniel Schwab. Daniel Schwab gets spun. Spuns James. And push. A little bit more of a push. Tough break for James Qualls. So that's where we stood as far as that was concerned. So now, with that said, we're going to get back to green flag racing. That's obviously no question. Stephanie Naylor leads, Megan Ease in second, Dylan Poteet having one of his better showings recently, performance-wise, is in third. Eric Matthews and John Douglas running at the top five. Then it'll be Keon Shaw, Alyssa Kondo, Jake Cole, Alexander Dawson, who's really trying to make a chase in the points, and Zach Carlson running at the top 10. Then Austin Hughes, Michael Dawson, Johnny Gardner, John Acosta, Alex Filter, John Dawson, Colin Cropley, Connor Breton, Chantel Ibarra, Trey Campbell, Josh Osborne. Vanessa Franzen, Chris Dollarton, Haley Summerfield. Then Joel Qualls, Ryan Acosta, Aaron Reed, Jamie Banks, Daniel Schwab, James Qualls, Sasha Dawson, and Ryan Cooper. Sasha Dawson trying to catch up with the field. She's not having a very good day either. Ryan Cooper was a lap down, and then of course the obvious Kathy Kantara, Paige Johnson, Tim Walsh, Tim Fiegel, Liam Campbell, J.G. Norton, Jackie Qualls, Dylan Hughes, Ray Caster, Guylan Carlson, all of which are out of the race. So let's see where we stand. We're still under yellow, so I'm gonna guess lap number 28. So looking at probably 6 laps to go. Yep, it'll be 6 laps to go for Stephanie Naylor. Actually, 6 laps to go for the field because it's still anybody's race. And Stephanie Naylor has just had the best performing car all day long. Let's see if she can stay that way because Megan Yee is looking for win number 3 of the season. Dylan Poteet as well is looking for his first win. Dylan Poteet is going to try to already make a move on Megan Yee to go for the number 2 spot. He's got enough momentum. Dylan Poteet gets the number 2 spot. Now he's going to try to make a challenge for Stephanie Naylor. I know Dylan Poteet, the Season 1 Cash GTX Cup champion, is looking for that get healthy race. John Douglas going for third, excuse me. Not yet. 5 laps to go. Here comes the number 7 Hooters Ford. Dylan Poteet's going to try to get it. Not yet. Stephanie Naylor still leads. But not any longer. Here comes Dylan Poteet. Gets the number 1 spot. 5 laps to go for the number 7 Hooters Ford. Can he finally get a win? John Douglas now getting into the mix of things. He's going to try to battle for that number 1 spot with Poteet. So Poteet may not even get a lap under his belt. But, yep, not yet. He's still got enough momentum. 4 to go. 3 abreast racing going on behind them. With Alyssa Kondo, Keon Shaw, Stephanie Naylor starting to drop back. Megan Yee's now going into it. Dylan Poteet leads. And then we got the lap traffic ace in the hole coming. That is Sasha Dawson. And here comes John Douglas. John Douglas now going to the inside of Dylan Poteet. He's going to try to deny him a win. I know John Douglas is looking for his first of the season. He's got enough momentum. Yep. 3 laps to go for the field. Here comes Keon Shaw, the winner at Talladega. He's trying to get into the mix and try to say, I'm going to get my first win. I'm not going to get my first win. I'm getting my second win. Dylan Poteet's going to say, you know what? I want to get back my lead from John Douglas. And Dylan Poteet is going to take back the lead from John Douglas. 2 laps to go for the field. Don't pencil in your winner yet. Dylan Poteet leads. John Douglas battling back and forth with Chevy and Ford. Here comes Alexander Dawson, your number 2 in the points, trying to get back his points lead. He's now getting into it. He's ironically only won once this year at Rockingham. He has not won since. Stephanie Naylor's back in the hunt of things. White flag this time by as Alexander Dawson has came out of nowhere to take the number 1 spot. 1 lap to go for Alexander Dawson, but here comes Stephanie Naylor yet again. Dylan Poteet staying in the hunt of things. Stephanie Naylor gets the number 1 spot. Here comes Dylan Poteet. Can he finally get his first win of the season? Stephanie Naylor says, I don't think so. I want that first win of the season. Here comes Dylan Poteet. Not enough room. Here comes also Johnny Gardner. He's looking for his second win of the season. Coming to the checkered flag. Enough momentum. Give it to Dylan Poteet, getting his first win of the season. And Johnny Gardner will get second. Stephanie Naylor once again gets the short end of the stick. Tough break for Stephanie, but Dylan Poteet finally gets that first win of the season. In the number 7 Ford Hooters Ford, Alexander Dawson gets a good showing, gets 4th. John Douglas, same thing, 5th. That was a hot last 5 laps we saw from these guys and girls. Unbelievable. Alyssa Kondo, 6th. Megan Yee, 7th. Keon Shaw, 8th. John Dawson, Zach Carlson rounding at the top 10. Then Jake Cole, Alex Filter, Austin Hughes, Colin Cropley, Connor Brayton, Michael Dawson, John Acosta, Trey Campbell, Chantelli Barra, our points leader, has probably lost it after this race. Chris Dollarton, our pole sitter, Daniel Schwab, Vanessa Franzen, Haley Summerfield, Eric Matthews, James Qualls, Josh Osborne, Ryan Acosta, Joel Qualls, Aaron Reed, Jamie Banks, Sasha Dawson. Then Ryan Cooper was a lap down. Kathy Kentara, Paige Johnson, Tim Walsh, Tim Fiegel, Liam Campbell, J.G. Norton, Jackie Qualls, Dylan Hughes, Ray Caster, and Skyline Carlson all DNF, but finally can get a win under his belt. The number 7 Hooters Ford cashes the DX Cup Season 1 champion, the man behind the Mountain Dew and Mopar Nationwide Series is Dylan Poteet. He hung tough for sure, and he got that victory. And how about that? And looking at our points before we go into North Wilkesboro, which will be our next event for the series for the Tyson Foods 400. Alexander Dawson with another great showing regains the points lead. Chantelli Barra, 38 points behind. Johnny Gardner staying in the hunt of things, 62 points, starting to close the gap. Daniel Schwab and Sasha Dawson rounding out the top 5. Then James Qualls, Eric Matthews, Ray Caster, John Dawson, and Skyline Carlson rounding out the top 10. John Douglas, Chris Dollarton, Vanessa Franzen, Jake Cole, Jackie Qualls dropping back to 15th, Alex Filter, Zach Carlson, Paige Johnson, Ryan Cooper, Tim Fiegel. Then it's the Hugheses, Son then Pops, Dylan and Austin, Kathy Kentara, Josh Osborne, Liam Campbell, Stephanie Naylor, Alyssa Kondo, Trey Campbell, Ryan Acosta, J.G. Norton, John Acosta, Michael Dawson, Colin Cropley, Jamie Banks, Connor Brayton, Dylan Poteet with that win getting him up to 36th. Megan Yee, Keon Shaw, Tim Walsh, Joel Qualls, Aaron Reed, and Haley Summerfield trailing the field as we are getting down to it. The next event for the Sunoco Cup Series, back to North Wilkesboro, back to some good old-fashioned short racing. It's the Tyson Foods 400. That's coming up.